Welcome to episode 9 of Locking In with Ramsey. I'm your host, Ramsey, and our guest today is Zubin Gell.
Hi, what's up?
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. First I'll say, if this is your first time watching, welcome, and I'll explain a little bit what the podcast is about. So it's locking in, and what locking in means is that a lot of people talk about getting locked in, like, oh man, are you locked in yet? Like, this guy's definitely locked in, right? And you see that everywhere. Everyone's going off with being locked in. And it's, the way I see life is you're never locked in. You're never like done. It's a process. You're always locking in. And that's what we're here to talk about, is that process of life, of locking in, of that continuous, always moving piece of life and what that looks like. So welcome, Zubin. And I guess, introduce yourself a little and tell me why you wanted to come on the podcast.
Thank you. My name is Zubin Gell, like he mentioned. I'm 23 years old. I think I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest person to the Gen Z representation.
Gen Z representation.
Finally on locking in. I'm still a student. I'm gonna be starting my master's in urban planning at York University in about 2 weeks, and I'm a bike mechanic right now. And thank you for saying life is locking in, because I'm definitely knowing the other people that have come on the show, like Eric and Bohan, I definitely feel locked out in comparison with them. They seem pretty locked in.
Yeah.
They've got their lives together.
And you don't feel like your life is together right now?
Well, I don't know that there's a single 23-year-old on the planet who really does. It's like
that's true. Yeah, I did not feel that way at 23.
It's just like still putting things together, still figuring things out, going into grad school because you don't feel like you don't know what else to do with your life, which is what a lot of people, which is I can count on all my fingers and toes. It would be beyond those. I probably know people around my age in their 20s who are going into grad school because they don't know what else to do with their life. It's like half the people. It's like a third of the people I know.
Yeah, I remember considering going into grad school because I didn't know what to do with my life. Luckily, it feels like luckily I didn't do that. But
yeah, I mean, I kind of did that. I felt like I wasn't really ready to go to grad school, to be honest. Like I was kind of I kind of went through the process because I felt like there was the expectation of me to do it, definitely. But also I knew that urban planning is something I wanted to do from the beginning. So I definitely don't think I walked blindly into grad school.
Yeah.
But it was kind of, I was like half-heartedly power walking towards grad school.
Yeah.
Wasn't really running for it.
You said like you felt expectations to do it?
Yeah, I mean, both my dad, he went to law school, and my mom did a master's in architecture. So they both went to grad school. They both wanted me to go to grad school. And I don't know that, the kind of jobs I would get with my bachelor's degree, it was like, when I first graduated, I didn't want to go to grad school immediately at all. Like I knew I wanted to take a year off and work and get some experience. So, but when I started, when I graduated from undergrad and started looking for a job, I got the first 4 months just on Indeed and LinkedIn, doing the awful online job application site. Yeah. Just so awful. And then luckily I got a job at a bike shop, at a bike shop here in Toronto, down on Queen Street. And I didn't, and to be honest, like I didn't have that much experience repairing bikes, but so I learned a lot on that job. And then they laid me off in the winter, and then I kind of, and that's when I like really finally just actually filled out my master's applications, like when I was still looking for jobs, and I felt really miserable, like looking for jobs, and I know a lot of people who do.
Yeah.
Makes you really resentful. Makes you
Yeah.
really like you've kind of got this like impotent rage when you're doing the job application cycle where you're like, I can't do anything and I don't know who to blame, but like I'm just so angry that I've, you know, sent 500 Indeed job applications out and I get like 10 responses and like one interview. You know, I think that a lot of, like I know so many guys who like are just so, you know, who go through that struggle and are like, I fucking hate HR.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Like, especially my first job when I was looking for it, I don't think I ever like processed the emotion of like how, like, it's not fun.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know now if I was angry or not. Like, I was just like avoiding the feelings because it was like not. I did not want to. I did not want to be there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I really went deep into escapism when I was doing
That's
the
a good
job
tool.
application. Like I was going deep into escapism.
Yeah.
But then really luckily I got that first job.
Mm.
And then, you know, they laid me off for winter because it's a bike shop, it's kind of like seasonal. Worked for the Ontario Liberal Party in February and then went straight into like the bike shop that I'm currently working at now. And this is like actually my first, I'd say, job where I really feel like, you know, that I know what I'm doing. I'm full time. Before I was doing like 25, 30 hours a week at that first shop. Now I'm full time, doing like 40 hours a week. I'm making better salary and I know more. And I feel like, okay, this is actually a job that it's not a great paying job because it's still like, you know, retail or like it's still specialty retail, even though it's like a mechanic job.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, I've gotten into my groove. Like people come to me to fix their problems and they respect that I'm able to do it. So it's a lot more comfortable. And I actually put my 2 weeks notice in like 3 days ago for this one. Well, because I'm starting my master's and like at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So now that's it's gonna be a big time for transition for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not locked in yet.
Well, I think that's the point, right? You're never. And I think this is like I don't even feel like I'm locked into anything. I guess I'm locked into the process of locking in. I feel like that's the lesson that I've been learning. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, I think, you know, once you're able to find a place where you're comfortable in, then you can really that's where you can kind of really lock into something where you're like, have a routine where you, because you feel kind of like when you're on that like Indeed grind, you feel really purposeless, you know, because you can send out like, you know, your
it's like,
resume.
why am I doing this?
Like, why am I doing this? Just getting like 1,000 automated emails every day, and I have to like sort through them. You feel so purposeless. Like you're totally locked out. Like you feel uncoordinated, and
locked
unfocused.
out. I don't think anyone said locked out on the podcast yet. I wanna that's good.
Like locked out.
Yeah.
Quote from Zubin Gell.
No, it's like if you're locked out, you're not locking in.
Yeah, you're not
because you're locked. You're not even in the. You
can't even begin to lock in.
Yeah.
Can't.
Huh. And not. I feel like that's like a great diagnosis of the problem that like so many like young men are facing right now. Is like like they can't even be locking in.
Can't start.
You're trying to lock in and you're like trying to be locking in and it's like nothing happens.
Yeah, I mean it's not even just young men, like young women. I know a good friend of mine. She outright told me, she's like, yeah, I'm not really that passionate about, like, she's doing a master's in philosophy. She's outright saying, like, not super passionate about the field. Like, she did her undergrad in it. But, you know, it's kind of, you know, can't find a job at all. Or, like, the jobs you do find, they're total gig works or total shit show, part-time, like $17.20 an hour. I think that's something
like it's not a career.
Right, it's not a career, and you feel like, like how can you lock in on something like that? And at least going into something like a master's program, it gives you the semblance of the feeling that, like, okay, now I'm at least back on the road.
Yeah, progress is being made.
Being made.
Like that's how I think of it. Locking in is like it's the road. It's the path that like never ends. But like if you're in the dirt, you know, you're not on the road. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. And then what are we doing here?
Like you're just sitting there.
Not locking in. Oh no.
You're just like trying to push your wheel.
We're not even locking in. That's the whole point of the podcast.
It's spinning in the mud. And you're not going anywhere. You're just getting angry as you try to push even harder. Keep pushing down on the pedal.
Yeah. Fuck.
And that's how fascism comes back.
The real. Because I think at the end of the day, people are just like, and I think I literally just had like a very similar thought. It's like something has to change, right?
Yeah.
And like, I feel like, I don't know.
But I have no idea what would be. You know, I have no clue what could be like, what a better way to do it is. Like, I have no even semblance of how to solve this problem in the grand scheme. You know, like, make online applications better is just kind of a Band-Aid for...
I feel like, for me, at the end of the day, like, you gotta deal with your own shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can't fix the world. You can't fix the world, and nobody listening here can fix the world. You just gotta deal with your own shit, and maybe that means going to get a master's, right? Like, I guess you gotta do what you can do, and if you can go get a master's and that makes you, like, that puts you back on the path, then that's what you gotta do. Yeah. Like, it's just what's in your control, I guess, and that's what you gotta focus on, and just, you know, fuck the world. If the world is not giving you shit.
I mean, I'm part of the world.
Focus on the part of the world that, like you can interact with, I guess.
Yeah.
That you can work around, like.
Yeah, I mean, like, I do think that committing to at least helping close to you. I don't know. I definitely try to help people, like when people like, I don't know, that I guess that's a really good reason why I really like bike mechanicking. You know, people come in and I feel like I am actually helping, and that I'm getting, like, I think I enjoy the act of helping, even if I don't get, like, something from it. But I also, and to be honest, I'm gonna be very honest here, I enjoy the respect that I get from people who, like, are thankful for being helped. Where, like, someone comes in, you know, actually today, like, a dad came in with his daughter's bike and, like, his wheel was her wheel was totally off, and it was a really quick fix. I just loosen the screws, pull it back into place, retighten it, and it's like a 5-minute, you know, it's a 5-minute thing, and I don't charge. And he's like, "What do I owe you?" And I, like, I was like, don't even worry about it. Like all I did was loosen it and tighten it.
Yeah.
And like, he's like, oh well, that I got to give you. And he tipped me like a $10 bill, and I was like, well, I enjoy, and that's just the story I told because it happened like a few hours ago.
Yeah.
And it's just like the kind of
that's great.
Yeah, it's like it's not just the thankfulness, but it's also like the view that you're competent and that you're capable and that people would come to you to solve their problems. Like you get the respect of the community.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah, like I feel like a lot of the like it's like I've been trying to not rely on the world for my self-worth, but also like you do get self-worth there from like knowing that I'm the guy that helps people.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to like rely on them for it, but like internally I know that like
That I'm
the guy who does that. Yeah. I like fixed his kid's bike just like that. Like this dad's so happy.
Yeah, and you know that like, once it happens, once and it happens again, it happens a few times, you feel like you're really part of you really feel like you're part of your community. You feel like you're like, okay, I have a role. I don't feel directionless. I feel like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And you get on that groove. Yeah. You're locking in. You're locking in.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta I guess like to me locking in is like it's an action. It's the act of doing something.
Yeah.
So you gotta be doing something.
You gotta be doing something.
You gotta be moving, you gotta be walking on the path. And even if that's fixing
you gotta be fixing little kids' bikes.
Like that's fantastic. That's locking in.
It's locking
in. Yeah. It's better than wasting your time on Indeed.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
Unbelievably so.
Unbelievably better. There you go, everyone.
Yeah. Not just because I make, $21 an hour doing it. Or $21.50. But like
$21.50.
I mean, yeah. It's not a crazy amount.
Yeah.
But, like it's enough to get around.
Yeah. Well, and like you get something out of it.
Get something out of it.
And like applying jobs also doesn't pay you money.
The money. Like the money, I mean, I wouldn't die without the money. I have but like the money's good. But the money isn't, if I hated the job, I wouldn't, like they could pay me $25 an hour. And if I hated it, I still wouldn't I wouldn't feel the way I do about it, which is I would rather be here and make, $21.50 or whatever than be somewhere that I feel like I'm not respected and make like 25 or 30 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, eventually I can place a dollar amount on the feeling of respect, but it has real value to me. Yeah. Like it has real value. Like I mean, I can't say a specific number, but it's enough that I'd be willing to forego higher wages somewhere that I feel like I feel purposeless or feel, that I'm not valued.
That makes sense. No, it's definitely something that's come up with for myself as well. Of it's not just about the money. Like I if I wanted to, I know I could go find a higher paying job too, but it would not give me some of the other things that I get on my job, like good work-life balance. I feel like I do actually feel respected. I feel like it's not something I've thought about too much at my job, actually. Now you're making me think about it, but I do. People come to me for shit, and it's nice. They're like, "Hey, Ramsey, you know how to fix this? You can fix this, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you."
Yeah, people come to me to fix problems. It's coworkers come to me. They're like, "Zubin, can you show me how to do this hydraulic brake or something like that?" And and that's that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling that really good feeling. That people could come to you. That you are viewed as competent enough that people come to you.
Yeah.
It's but now I'm going into a whole new world where I'm going to be at the bottom of the food chain again.
Yeah. I feel like for me, a big part of feeling competent has been like projecting competence. Like the fact that I think that I'm competent has made other people start to think that I'm competent. Like when I was at the bottom of the food chain, I didn't think I was competent, and also other people didn't. But like as I went up, I got like that imposter syndrome thing where like I still didn't think I was competent, and then
a lot of it is like self-image. I
yeah,
think, where you project an aura of competency, or like where when you believe yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's the case for a lot of things. When you like, even like things like attractiveness in relationships, where like when you believe that you're, like when you believe that you're like, good, you know, good or
attractive,
you know, attractive or like pleasant to be around. Yeah. You act in a way that you believe like that you know that people who are that do. Mm-hmm. And so I think that confidence is key, like moniker. It is kind of true.
Yeah.
It's kind of true.
Yeah. I think it's like you gotta believe in yourself at the end of the day. It really is. Like because it works.
It works.
You know, that's why you gotta do it. Oh. And yeah. I think that's something I've been trying on and off for a while, but it definitely works. When I believe in myself, I'm like, I'm killing it. It's great. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't even expect this to work. I just decided to believe in myself today.
You got to believe you can lock in to be in the process of locking in.
True. Yeah.
Even start closing that lock.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta believe you can get locked in, even if you never maybe will. You gotta believe like, yeah, I can do it, and then you get locking in.
Yeah. Confidence.
Yeah.
And young men don't have confidence. Like
I definitely did not.
Young men don't have confidence at all. I mean,
what do you see?
I see. Well,
in your friends,
a lack of in my friends. I think I actually have a fairly confident friend group, just because it's kind of the people I want to be around.
Yeah.
But actually, I do have a lot of my close friends group are mostly, you know, guys who have similar personalities to me.
Yeah.
And I've become more confident over the years. But I think that like a lot of the people I'm around, like a lot of people I am friends with, they still like, it's very much the imposter syndrome, or like, just like this belief that they're not interesting, or like that they're not attractive. And it's just like, you know, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be friends with you if I didn't think you were interesting, or if I didn't think that you were. Not to say that I would never be friends with someone who's like, you know, I don't want to come off as like.
But like you think that me. Friend is,
but like I think their friend.
That's why you were friends,
and that's why I'm like, yeah. You know, it's like, you know, place some value on yourself, because I do. Like you can have trust. Like even if you don't trust yourself, trust me, who theoretically owes you nothing. Like, but I still place value on you.
I think to me that's where I've like run into problems. Actually, is like kind of like when I'm doing that, which has been helpful in the past, then like if nobody's believing in me right now, then I'm not believing in myself. If that makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's like you just have to believe in yourself first.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
Then
and other people will follow.
Yeah, and let other people follow, because like if you, I guess for me, like other people has been like a good kickstart to believe in myself.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, now, you know, actually if that guy's believing in me, I gotta believe in me, and now I'm believing in me. But if I'm only doing it because of that other person, that's where it's like, it doesn't hit, I guess. Like you can easily lose it, and then you stop believing in yourself, and like the whole thing comes crashing down. Because for me, it's been like very up and down, and believing myself.
It's a cycle.
Train.
It's a cycle. I mean, it's also like the chicken and the egg. Like it's because you know you believe in yourself, and other people, and you project this confidence.
Yeah.
And people believe in you.
Yeah.
And people believe in you, and you kind of internalize that belief. that you're competent,
Yeah.
and you become like
More,
you get that projection.
Yeah, and then it reinforces itself.
You have that kind of the cycle of that social cycle of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's also good to just be a kind of beacon of confidence. Like, this is just a kind of social preference.
Sure.
Where it's like, I think it's just good to be a friend who is really positive. Just like a friend who believes in themselves and just like in all the people around them. Just like a friend who, like a lighthouse for that they're shining out. I really like the new Superman movie. I think that Superman was kind of like that. I really liked it.
I have not seen it yet, but it sounds like it's
so good.
It's good.
I love that. I mean, I've always liked Superman.
Yeah.
I've read Superman. I read Superman comics when I was a kid. Which, but yeah, like.
What'd you like about the new movie?
Superman. I mean, it's just kind of like a return to Superman just being himself. Like he is
Superman believing in himself.
And also that, like, he's returned to being like a guy, like a really just kind guy who happens to be an alien and can fly and shoot lasers and like lift up like a moon or whatever. But also, I think at his core, Superman is just like a guy. Well, he is like a farm boy from Kansas who's just a nice guy and raised that way and happens to be a space alien with superpowers. I think that, and at the core, that's what makes like a good Superman. Like a good Superman specifically, but also like a generally good superhero story where it is like a human, a kind of human personality.
Yeah. Is there like a part of that personality then that like resonates, like that I guess that like he's the beacon of hope and he believes in himself?
Yeah, he's
the lighthouse.
He's the lighthouse. He's the lighthouse for people. He inspires people. He inspires others to do good.
But is that just because he's Superman?
I mean, it's a bit of everything. Like, I would say just watch the movie. Like, I can go into details about it, but I think the new Superman movie is good enough that it speaks for himself. I came out of the movie theater with a big smile on my face, feeling like, wow.
Yeah.
It
is Tuesday when we're recording this. It's half price tickets.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I don't know, is it worth watching again?
Yeah. I'd say it's worth it. All right, like pause the recording and watch Superman.
See ya, we're watching the movies. Show's over.
Like flat cut forward, just like we've come back from Superman.
We just got covered in Superman merch. Beautiful.
But it's a great movie. Definitely enjoyed it a lot. Super, very, really, really worth watching. And it's such a big, I think, social media point right now. Like it's like people.
Yeah, I have seen people talking about it. Yeah.
It's kind of,
apparently, the right wing people are mad that Superman's nice.
Yeah,
I think what I got.
And there's also like a political analogy for like Ukraine and Palestine in the movie, where it's Superman defends the analogous country from like a Russia Israel analogy country. So it's kind of it's not like they're not saying this is Putin, Benjamin Netanyahu, but it's you can read between the lines. People see it, and like I think that's great. I think it's fine. Like I think it's great.
No, I think it's I don't know what like
art's always been
art's
always had political analogy.
I feel like all art is really just an analogy for things happening in the real world. At the end of the day, it's supposed to teach you a lesson. It's some kind of story.
What art's all about. I mean, in 1966, Star Trek had an episode where guys were black on one side and white on the other side, and they're like, how they were doing segregation to the people who were white and black on the other side. Like it was, they weren't really doing subtle analogies. I arts and fiction, especially science fiction, where it's like it's always had political analogy.
Yeah, science fiction especially. I really like science fiction, and I feel like it's always political analogy.
Yeah. Like Superman comics came out in the Great Depression and World War II, where he's fighting Hitler and.
True. Yeah. I mean, he's not really an analogy then.
It's not. I mean, it's also
he's just fighting Hitler. Yeah. It's just American propaganda at this point.
Propaganda.
But yeah.
But yeah. I mean,
no, it's yeah.
We're going back to Superman, going back to his roots.
Good.
Yeah.
Superman's a hero. That's the point. He's supposed to be Superman.
He's the hero.
He is the hero. That's his whole point.
Yeah.
You got me thinking about. I had like the thing in my head. You go like one thought to another thought to another, and like you're 6 thoughts deeper. Okay. I remember we wanted to talk about religion a bit too, and I wanted to hear your thoughts on, like, I guess, what does religion feel like for you right now? Like, is it a tool that you use in your life? Because actually, I don't know if you listened to the last episode yet, but we were talking about that there.
Who's on the last?
It was Zach, and yeah, so he's Muslim and he prays 5 times a day. It's been really good for him. I am meditating like probably twice a day at least. I got a million more thoughts on religion, but
yeah, like I mean, I'm Jewish. I know your family's Lebanese, right? Mm. Are you Christian or Lebanese?
I think I believe in all the religions now, but my family is Muslim Lebanese. Yeah.
I mean, I think that for myself and for a lot of young people, especially young men, mostly young men, religion's kind of it sometimes becomes like an identity thing. Like you feel detached. And maybe this is like a very cynical view of totally religion and young people, where it's like, I think I don't know if this is a cynical projection, but like I feel, a lot of young people don't really come. They're not. We have a very cynical views of earnestness. Like it's hard to be earnest.
Yeah.
And be genuine. Where to show your genuine self to other people. Where you you like expose what you like and feel like really passionate. Mm-hmm. And to show that you're really passionate about something. And I think that I kind of, when I see young people be religious, the cynical side of me is thinking like that they're just using this as as a political identity to kind of justify, or because they feel detached from their own, so they're using it as a crutch.
Mm-hmm. Like they don't genuinely believe it. They're just using it for some ulterior reason. It's not actually about the religion.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sometimes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. Like sometimes that's how I see it. And to be honest, I kind of see it that way because that's kind of sometimes how I've viewed my own faith. Like I don't really go. I was never, when I was being raised, I wasn't going so often. I wasn't going like every Saturday to synagogue. My parents aren't super religious. Mom's basically an atheist. My dad's self IDs as a Jew, but like he doesn't come out so often. He didn't when me and my brother were like growing up, he didn't send us to like Hebrew school when we were little kids. I only ended up taking like about half a year of Hebrew courses, so I can like kind of half read the alphabet and not really beyond that. So, I wasn't raised super religious at all, but I still kind of hold on to that, self-ID as a Jew. Well, because I guess for a few reasons. I guess like being Jewish is also an ethnicity on the other hand. but also it kind of just gives it's like a community that you can kind of view yourself as a part of.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I go to synagogue, when I do go, and I actually went this past Saturday.
Okay.
So
it's fresh in our minds.
It's fresh in my mind, but I didn't go before I went last Saturday. I hadn't gone for like months.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really synagogue. It was more like a kind of small private, or like a small kind of just like gathering with the rabbi, and it wasn't like a big formal one. So
how was it?
And it was pleasant. Like it was some music, a little bit of snacks, talking, and like a very like quiet, pleasant service. Some families, and like we got to singing, and I was also the youngest person there. It was actually a few millennials and Gen Xers mostly, and like I saw people when they were singing the service, because in Reform and Reconstructionist Judaism we sing our prayers, and like I saw people like close their eyes and really look very passionate about it, and I like kind of thought, and I kind of tried to like mimic it. Like I tried to imagine myself in their shoes, and I found it very hard for me to do so. Like I felt like
they're not doing it ironically, and
they're not like doing it ironic in an edgy, like ironic.
They're like, no, like I genuinely
cynical way.
Yeah.
Just like this genuine belief, and I started thinking
like they don't
about
care if someone's gonna make fun of them for it. They're like, this is like what I'm doing. It's just authentic.
Like, it's authentic. The music's playing, and they're praying. Praying and singing in Hebrew.
Yeah, that is weird.
And now I'm like, and like it's not the first time I've seen it, and I've sung along to it before, because it's like it's how Jews pray, or like how Reformed Jews pray, and I just like kind of, and I was kind of just, for me, I was just kind of like reading the words, and I was thinking about like how can I be more earnest, and I had a lot of trouble feeling like kind of earnestness was it was hard for me to do.
There's something blocking you from like actually like doing it and not taking it
feeling
seriously.
like I'm being. I also felt like when I tried to do it, I felt like I was being cringe. Like, what if I was being watched and like someone's making fun of me?
Yeah, so he's like, oh, look at that guy. Like, he's fucking singing. Like, what's weird shit?
Like, I can't. And I sang, but I felt like awkward in myself. Like I sang very quietly, and I would stop after a little bit, and I would kind of look around and kind of spend a little bit of time looking around, looking at my surroundings. Maybe look down at my phone for a little bit.
I totally get this.
And it's like, man, like, it's hard.
Like,
this
is literally
like, I don't know how to get back that kind of earnest feeling. And I really believe that people have it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, but like, it's hard for me to put my shoes, put myself in the shoes of, someone who has a really earnest, strong belief, and I like and practice that kind of thing. So it's
I totally get that,
and I think that a lot of young people are the same kind of way.
Yeah, like I'm obviously a little older, but I also have that same problem, and I feel like I probably know a lot of other people that do. Even just like, for me, the example that came to mind is like when I'm at EDM dance events.
Yeah.
I have trouble like earnestly dancing because I'm like, oh man, what if like somebody's looking at me and like I'm dancing and I'm like cringe right now,
and like what if I have a fucked up dance?
Yeah, what if I like dance in a way and someone's like, oh, that guy's so weird. Like,
like
see the way
look at this white guy, look at this white people dance.
Yeah, right. And it's like, oh, and I can't like dance. I like don't let myself.
Yeah,
right. Because I'm like, oh, what if I'm like being cringe?
We're holding ourselves back. From earnestness and from like earnest enjoyment.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't even like have fun at this like fucking rave because I'm like, oh man, what if someone thinks I'm like cringe though? And it's like, bro, you're at a rave. It's like doesn't matter. Just like that's not. Oh man.
And you like, and I won't even say like, you know, and I think that there are really like, you know, people get something out of their faith.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's just that I have trouble
Yeah.
like being honest enough, or like being, you know, having that sort of I guess it is confidence. I guess part of it is confidence.
Yeah.
Like that, to be earnest.
I think so. Like, for me, it's about like believing that the dance move that I'm doing, even if it's cringe, like it's okay. Like I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna take care of myself. Like loving my own cringe. You know.
Yeah. You can project competence and still
Yeah.
love yourself enough to be cringe.
Yeah. Well, like I think when I think of like locking in general and all these things, like competence always requires making mistakes, right? And you gotta like forgive yourself for having made a mistake, because like that's the way. Like if you want to get good at dancing, you're gonna have to make mistakes along the way, right? And even like when I'm meditating, I know they say meditating is not about staying focused all the time. It's about when you lose focus, getting focus back again. If that makes sense. It's about like being like, yeah, like I screwed up, that's fine. Let's try and be
like
focused
get back
again.
on track.
Exactly. Yeah.
That you like don't let your stumble, you know, stop your your walk or
exactly.
run.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean, what's your like kind of journey with faith has been? It's like, is it do you follow like any sort of principle to it, or is it you just trying to find ways to make yourself relax and more disciplined?
I think I don't know if I have a single principle yet at the end of the day, because I'm like combining a lot of different religions to make my own new thing. Probably all the religions. We'll see. I don't know all the religions yet, so I got a lot of work to do there.
You still got some research.
Yeah, I still got some research. I got to read all the books, but
figure out like Zoroastrian.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something there. You know, I haven't looked into
there's
that
a few
one.
more.
But yeah, so I don't know if there's like one guiding. Maybe there's a guiding principle. I think it's honestly. I think the most important one is believing in yourself. That's the number one guiding principle at the end of the day. I think I interpret a lot of the religious texts as like one of the ways you can interpret them is like when they're saying to worship God is to worship yourself, and that kind of means like to believe in yourself. And so yeah, and just like to I guess like accept whatever's in front of you, like that's okay, just like accept it. Like if I see this, that's okay, I accept it. That's part of God too. Like that's just don't reject anything, because it's whatever you see is real and it's true and it's in front of you, and like you can't fight it because it's already there. There's a microphone here, nothing I can do. Like I can move the microphone, but like right now the microphone has not been moved yet, so I just gotta accept that it's there, and I gotta like worship the experience of knowing that there's a microphone that's right there.
That you're being, you know, that there's. I guess there's comfort in the thought that someone's listening. Well,
it's not even about like it's that like I'm listening to myself. Like listening, like there's a microphone in front of me, and I gotta listen to the fact that my eyes are telling me there's a microphone in front of me, and I gotta like not reject that information. I have to listen to like my eyes when they tell me that. Does that make sense?
I guess like trust your surroundings. Trust that you're aware of your.
Yeah.
That you're. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, trust like whatever you're aware of, and I think back to the imposter syndrome example, an idea I had was like, or even like your friend who's like feels like he's not cool, and you're like, buddy, I'm telling you you're cool, and literally his friend is telling him he's cool. Yeah, trust what you're hearing. Your friend is telling you you're cool. Trust that. Like listen to them, right? Like your ears are saying,
trust what you feel. Like that I value enough to be friends with you, that I value enough to spend time with you.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like having that sort of trust in your senses, and in God at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think it's a really valuable thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm always, and the thing with having like, that there's so many religions and religious texts, there's always like a new thing to learn, a new thing to read. It's something you'll never run out of. You know, I'm always, I tried my very best to learn as much as possible about Judaism, and in a way to overcompensate, like for not really having much religious upbringing. Because I want to be able to fit in with.
Yeah.
I want to be able to fit in with the community.
And then you can show up and you're like, oh, I learned a lot.
I know.
I'm allowed to do the thing properly now.
Yeah, like I know a lot. Like I fit in here. I don't like. I'm not an imposter. I'm not an imposter Jew.
Yeah.
Like I belong here. But yeah, like you'll never run out. You'll never run out of religious texts, and you'll never run out of people to figure out their exist. Like I do like deep dives on Wikipedia, and I'm always like, I've never even heard of this guy.
Yeah.
And like apparently he's written all these things, and
there's a lot of those guys.
There's a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys.
Yeah, there's an endless supply of guys who have written interesting stuff that you have not heard about. Somehow.
If there's something we're never gonna run out of, now it's gonna be podcasts. And like imagine 1,000 years from now, someone like is going doing on a like whatever Gigapedia or whatever in the future, like doing a deep dive. It's like, oh, this guy had a podcast and he's got really interesting stuff to say.
That's true.
And I guess media is always changing.
Yeah,
it's always changing, and he's gonna have to translate that podcast from like Old English to whatever language he speaks.
Zoomer plus or something.
New speak.
Yeah. Whatever we end up with. Well, the AI will translate it for him, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. It won't even be a guy doing it. It'll be AIs talking to other AIs.
Yeah.
What a scary world to live in. Like all the what is it called? Indiana Jones. What was his job?
Indiana Jones?
Archaeologist. I don't know how the word just like vanished from my mind for a second. I was about to say architects. I was like, that's not right. That's not. That was not right. Like, but all the architects are all the
through nonsense.
They're all going to be AI in the future. What a scary proposal. That we would have our cultural history. Have to. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit of a Luddite, but I'm a little scared that our cultural history is going to be, gonna have to go exclusively filtered through AIs. Like that, it's gonna be so dependent on something that isn't human. That's something that can't really appreciate what they're just rediscovering.
But you can still read a book.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's. My kind of thought is that
hopefully realistic people
in the future,
will listen to this podcast.
In the future, it's just like the prevalence of AI. It really, and so much of modern history is going to just be in files online, like in files or online or in hard drives, and it's going to take like, and it's going to be AI sifting through that. I guess. I mean, it's gonna be an interesting future, it's a scary future to imagine. But maybe
what's scary about it for you?
For me, it's that it's gonna be. I guess I can't really justify it beyond
what feels
that we've lost the human touch. Like it just feels like that it's just what's gone from being so human, like arts and culture will be something that kind of, is going to be dominated by artificial intelligence or algorithms and everything, and that like new art or like the rediscovery of old art, it's gonna be lacking like a human touch to it, like a human appreciation. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. We're at the worst right now. Is the worst AI is gonna be for the rest of our lives. So I can't really say what it's gonna be like in 30, 40 years.
Yeah. I guess I just want to understand like what's the fears that you're worried about? Like, do you feel like it's already started?
I mean,
talking about?
I do. I think that it's
like, is it like going on TikTok and like it's AI crap that people are watching, or?
Yeah, I mean, I never really. I don't have a TikTok, but there's that.
That's probably for the best.
There's that. I mean, I guess there is value in like having these ridiculous jokes be made by a human. I think instead of an AI. You know, I mean, like we can talk about like brain rot humor of each generation, but like, you know, at some point the brain rot humor is gonna go from what my generation was, which was like, I guess like Filthy Frank, like that kind of.
And that was good.
Yeah, like the kind of. I mean, it was really edgy, and I enjoyed it. I was a teenager. I really enjoyed it, and it was edgy and gross. But like, you know, now Filthy Frank is Joji.
Yeah.
And like you can kind of see his journey as an artist and as a person. And you know, he made those ridiculous jokes, but he also learned as he was making them and that he changed as a person. And I think that, you know, having that human arc is something that is valuable. It is valuable to watch.
Like having made the art as an artist, you're growing, and probably your audience is growing with you.
Yeah.
And we lose that. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely could. I mean, I'm a lot more on the pro AI side.
I'm not like...
I think at the end of the day, for me, it's just people... Like, you just get your shit together. Just go read a book, you know? Like, look, I got all these books now. I'm actually, like, reading books now.
I need to read books again. It's hard to read books. I know, like, so many adults just...
What feels hard?
It's hard to read books because I just put the book down and stare at my phone. And that's what... You know, that's what me and everyone else is saying, why it's hard to read a book. Yeah. But it's not really hard. It's hard to stay focused on the book.
Yeah. Also, I feel like, given how bad our attention spans are, like, reading a book is a meditative practice now. It's basically the same as meditating for people now, in terms of, like, how hard it is. Well, I guess back to my lesson earlier about meditation, you just have to, like, forgive yourself for having gone back to the phone. You just gotta be like, you know, it's okay that I put the book down. I'm gonna try reading again today. Like it's okay. You
don't give up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give up. Like I'm gonna finish this book, and if that means I open TikTok accidentally 50 times along the way, like that's okay. That's gonna happen, right?
Like I can still finish the book even if I watch that TikTok.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's the trap I often get caught up in. Is I'm like, oh, I was trying to read the book. I open my phone. I start doom scrolling. And I'm upset at myself for doom scrolling, which makes me want to doom scroll more, and then you're stuck there forever.
But like, you know, forgive yourself for doom scrolling.
Yeah, like it's okay. You're if you're gonna doom scroll, that's okay.
Yeah, like
just at any point you can stop, you know, and it's you know, don't worry about it. You doom scrolled for the last hour, that's fine. You doom scroll for the last 3 hours, don't worry about it.
As long as you're willing to, you know, pick up that book at some point.
Exactly.
And forgive yourself.
Yeah.
For having doom scrolled.
Yeah. You doom scrolled for the last week, that's okay.
It's okay. The book's still there.
The book's still there, it's waiting for you.
It didn't expire. It's not milk.
Yeah. It's not outdated.
It hasn't gone bad.
Yeah. It's not like a meme, you know. Your friends are not going to be like, man, you're still watching that meme? Cringe.
It's cringe.
Cringe, bro.
What was that book from last week?
Right here is like 3,000 years old. Don't worry. It's still fresh. All right. You can still read it.
Fresh tomatoes.
Okay.
Which one is this? This is like
That is
the Odyssey.
the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu.
Wow.
It's like the classic Taoist book.
Yeah, I've heard of.
Yeah, I'm at the introduction right now.
Okay.
But I'm on like not the first page of that one.
Yeah.
So
Lao Tzu.
progress has been made.
I've been. Yeah, now I'm just thinking of like Lao Tzu. But I've started learning Mandarin. It's really interesting. Mandarin, like, I really view, you know, Chinese society is basically everyone learning more about like Chinese internet culture kind of just made me feel like, okay, everyone is just the same everywhere. They make the same stupid jokes.
Yeah.
Like,
they have good memes, honestly.
they make good memes.
When I understood their memes, I'm like,
when
shit.
Zani, my partner, like she'll show me a lot of memes, and it's like, or like she'll go on. She uses mostly Chinese social media. It's just like the same shit, it's just kind of the same shit where it's like she talks about, it's like cat memes, there's rage, there's still fucking rage bait, and there's like, gender war stuff. It's all, it's all the same stuff. Even with like the Chinese censorship or on those social media sites, it's all the same stuff. It's like we're all really the same at the end of the day. It's just that we're speaking a different language.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it is really interesting. Like, it's when I kind of saw it, like, because she was telling me. Especially about the gender war stuff. Like, I think I see in my generation
different
a lot.
There? Is it the same?
There's some very clear parallels.
Yeah.
Like, with the difference being like some in, they have a different legal system and different,
right. The complaints are slightly different.
Are slightly different, but a lot of it is like very clear parallels. There's a lot of young men who are really worried about the fertility crisis, with just like how there are young men on Twitter who are posting about like the death of the white race or whatever, or like the fertility crisis, and it's like they blame women for getting jobs or whatnot, or for people will still post like, oh, a woman wants to like have a job and not contribute to her society, or like ignore her parents or whatever, like, and she'll and there's the opposite end where it's like anti-men posting or like it's all the same kind of like kind of funny.
It sounds like it's the same.
It's the same as here. It's the same as here, where there's
slightly different.
It's slightly different. It's not on Twitter. It's on Hong something. And Red Note. And like, and it's just like, wow, we're really, we all fall for rage bait. We all fall for like attention sapping, anger fueling posts that just want to like set you off and get you angry at your peers, or like the women in your life, or the men in your life, or whatever. Just like all the same kind of.
We're all not reading books.
We're all not reading books. We're all doom scrolling on Instagram, Red Note, TikTok.
It's just the app just has a different name.
It's just a different app. It's just a different app, and it's all. Yeah, it's all the work of.
It's all the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all just people.
Yeah.
Just people at the end of the day. All just scrolling away.
Thumbing
up on our phones.
Scrolling away is a very locked out activity.
It is.
It is. There's no progress.
You're not walking down that path. You're sitting on the cobblestone.
Yeah.
Scrolling away. It gives you the illusion that you're walking somewhere. And you're really just sitting scrolling their way.
Yeah. I think I got tired of being locked out at some point, and I'm like, I want to move. Like, I can't do this anymore.
I mean, yeah. And I mean, at least when you're meditating, you might not feel like you're going anywhere.
Yeah.
But like, you're learning more about yourself. You're giving you're giving yourself a chance to think and to heal. You know, so I think that it's got some more. I mean, it's certainly got more valuable, I think.
Oh yeah,
than sucking your attention span away.
Yeah, that's what.
But like, I don't think it's being locked out. I think it helps you be locked in. It's putting lubricant on the lock. So that it can move.
No, it's meditation's fantastic. Honestly, like these days, I think the main, like one of the big rules right now I've had is like if you don't know what to do, then don't do anything. When my old one is if I don't know what to do, I'll pick up my phone. So now it's more like, I guess it's more like if I don't, I think it's more to just put down the phone.
Put down the phone.
Do literally anything else. Like doing nothing is better than being on my phone 98% of the time. Yeah. Just put it down and just sit there and do nothing. And within like, you'll be surprised how fast your brain will come up with something like useful to do.
Something interesting.
Because I'll just be sitting here and I'll be like, wait, I wanted to like take that box to the recycling, and I'll just like go take it to the recycling.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's like, wow,
it's
so refreshing. My house is cleaner now.
Cleaner.
Wow.
I used to listen to things to fall to sleep, or I would like listen to stories or something. But like, it's better if you just give yourself a chance to kind of think and fade away.
Yeah. The way I've been thinking about sleep these days is like, it's where your brain gets rid of the shit in your head that you don't want to be there. Like our brains, I don't know how true this is.
I don't know.
But the way I think of it is like, there's a ton of stuff that you don't want to be there and doesn't need to be there. And sleep is like, evolution's like, okay, well, what if you could get rid of it and you don't have to be around for it? Like, we're just going to automatically deal with it. And you only have to be around for like being alive. And like for like all this shit you don't want, like, we're going to deal with it for you. And we're like, oh my God.
Like a lot of dreams,
I don't want to deal with this shit.
They're sorting through your memories of the day.
Yeah, and I think like it can be useful to do some dream analysis, but I feel like also if you don't do the dream analysis, like your brain already, like it's like garbage collection. Like it dealt with it in the background. Like you don't have to.
We've got a pretty good computer up there.
Yeah. In my understanding, this is like the most powerful computer we've ever invented. So, on like efficiency.
I believe that. I believe that. It's pretty.
Yeah, I think it's like on like power usage per, like, processing or whatever. This is the most powerful computer we have so far. Because this uses like negligible power compared to our computers, and it's like pretty powerful.
It's pretty powerful. It does use a lot of calories.
Yeah, but I think my understanding is calories are not that.
I mean, no. I mean, it's
like your computer uses even more.
Yeah.
Or I think.
Oh yeah, like I'm.
Our supercomputer.
I don't doubt it at all that this is the most efficient computer around.
So yeah. Well, I say so. You gotta restart your computer regularly. It cleans up the system. Yeah. So sometimes you gotta go to sleep every day.
Yeah. Now we have one of the largest brains in proportion to our size. I think of any animal.
I guess that's why we sleep a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of garbage, a lot of cleaning up to do.
A lot of garbage. You know, it makes me think like, why do cats sleep a lot? What are they thinking?
What are they thinking about?
They're doom scrolling. Their brain rot. They're watching a lot of brain rot.
Yeah, what are those cats doing?
I don't know. They're fighting. My cats. They like run around. My cat likes to stand on my chest while I'm sleeping, and when I wake up, he'll shake his head and get saliva all over my face. That's what he does every morning. That's his morning routine.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, you're awake. All right," and he just fucking sprays me with saliva.
Beautiful.
And
what a great guy.
He's a great guy. Big fan of his. But yeah, that's what he does in the morning. That's what he does every morning. Goes under my bed and does.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, it's time to put the phone down. That's what I learned.
Phone down.
And I think we'll end episode 9 there. Thank you for coming on again, Zubin.
thank you
It was
for
a great conversation.
having me on.
I'm very happy to. All right. Like and subscribe and do what the other YouTube people tell you to do. Because I'm not. Yeah. Thank you.
Have a good one.